Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akim and Akwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Our People Love to Promote Their Own Genocide. Once again, our people love to promote their own genocide. Okay? And today, we're speaking about, the Northern Kingdom. All right? The Issacharites. So we're gonna touch on that, about this whole, I don't even want to say the name of what it is, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Abortion. All right, that's what we're going to be speaking on. We have the right to speak about it. All right, if they have the right to speak about it, we have the right to speak about it as well. But the thing is that a lot of the time in Babylon is that only one. But they say freedom of speech, but only freedom of speech only applies to one of the two sides. They say, freedom of speech, but one side is always silenced. Okay, so there's really no freedom of speech because they will silence you. Okay, if we had freedom of speech, we could talk about the Capri Sun. All right, you know what I'm talking about. All right, the thing from 2020. All right, the thing that everybody got. All right, the Juicy Juice Capri Sun. Okay, read between the lines, man. But still, they don't like us to talk about it. Okay, now in a real freedom of speech society, you'd have one group of people that are promoting it, one people that are not promoting it, all right, and both would be able to, state their points, go back and forth. But we don't have true freedom of speech in this society, all right? One side always is going to end up on the top while the other is ostracized, criticized, and pushed down to the bottom, okay? And that's the same thing that's happened and is happening with the whole abortion standpoints, all right? Is that one side, all right, the women's side, all right, the pro, all right, are actively being pushed by the media and upheld by the media and looked at it in a good light. Meanwhile, the anti-abortion people are shoved down, called stupid. They're called, they're anti-women. All right, they're saying the patriarchy and yada yada yada. All right, they're saying you don't understand women's rights, blah blah blah. All right, and all these different things. Okay, so that's not really freedom of speech at the end of the day. Okay, that's freedom to believe that you have the freedom of speech, but at the end of the day, you don't. Okay, anything that you say that is against the general societal norm will be ostracized. You'll be, mocked and ridiculed for it. All right, have your channels taken down, humiliated. Right, and whether you're not in this, whether you're in this truth or not. All right. Whether you're in this truth or not, especially even more so if you're in this truth, okay? Especially even more so in this truth, but even people that aren't in this truth, Edomites out there that are anti, all right, which you shouldn't be because you love death, right? But they're out there and they get in trouble for, things that they say and, you're this and you're that, you're anti, this and that, you're a chauvinist and all blah, 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 right? When the simple fact of the matter is it's wrong to kill. It's that simple. It is wrong to kill. And you say, it's not killing, right? But these are the same people that if I went and stomped through a bunch of flowers, all right, they would get upset. Why? It's not because, the flowers are beautiful. It's because I'm killing those flowers, right? Those flowers have life as well. They're not as significant as a human life, right? But they would consider that killing flowers, and they would regard that as something bad. But when it comes to a human, they'd say, it's just fine. They'd say, it's just fine. It's just fine. Okay? It's just fine. If you took a puppy, all right, or not a puppy, but if you took a female dog that was pregnant and you did an invasive procedure where you killed all those puppies that were in her womb, people would have an absolute, they'd be up in arms about it. But when it's a human female, it's okay because they have the conscious mind to make that decision. It's their decision to make. It's not your decision to make. It's not. You say, oh, it's not the male's decision to make. You're right. It's not the male's decision to make. Oh, well, it's the female's decision to make. No, you're wrong. It's not the male's decision to make, and it's not the female's decision to make. The simple matter of the fact is that taking a life is that's not your decision. Okay? That's not your decision. That's not something you decide to do. You don't decide, oh, I'm not gonna have the baby. Okay, well, you didn't, you spread your legs, you got impregnated. Now you have to have that child. All right, you don't like it, and wrap it up. All right, and do something about it. Maybe don't fucking be a hoe then. All right, maybe don't. If you're in a situation where you cannot bear to think of having a child, okay, then maybe you shouldn't be getting yourself in risky situations. Maybe wrap that shit up. Tell the guy to wrap it up. All right, maybe something, pull-out game needs to be better on point. Something needs to happen, all right? Because you can't just, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna kill it, and then there's the hypocrisy, man. The hypocrisy, because one thing they'll say, oh, fuck them kids, and then they'll make a song, about baby daddy free, talking about and then all these other ones, oh, kill them kids. And then you have other ones that say, oh, it's not killing. Well, which one is it? All right, the fact of the matter is, let's go and get the definition of kill. Let's get etymology. Let's get the etymology of what kill means. What is kill? Okay, what does it mean to kill? All right, it means to strike, hit, beat, knock, to deprive of life, to put to death, to deprive of life, to put to death. And when you strip out a fetus, all right, from a womb, you are depriving that fetus of life. You are putting an end to that fetus's life. You are killing it. Effectively, you are committing the act of murder. It says, perhaps from an unrecording variant of Old English, Quellian, to kill, murder, execute. Okay? So, there you go. Okay? There you go. And the fact of the matter is, these people with their arguments are they're very hypocritical, and they don't make sense. Okay? If you stomp on a flower, you're killing it. Okay? You're killing it. If you do certain things with a with vinegar, because vinegar was apple cider vinegar, it has a mother in it. If you do certain things, if you take that out and let it dry, it will kill that bacteria, that ball of bacteria. All right, it'll put an end to it. All right, that's not wicked. I'm just saying that is the act of those things are dying off. So when you take something from where it's supposed to be and put it somewhere it's not, and now it's no longer alive, you've effectively killed it. All right, you're not wicked if you killed a flower. You're not wicked if you killed a bacteria cluster, right? But you are wicked if you kill a human life. All right, it's speaking about human life. Okay, you're not wicked because you picked up a flower and it died now. Okay, thou shalt not kill is referring to humans. All right, and you shouldn't senselessly slaughter animals either. That's another thing. All right, now you can, kill them for food, but if you're going around just killing them for fun, yeah, it could apply to that as well. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, you're not supposed to do that. And so, killing unjustly. Okay, there's actions in the Bible that you can be put to death for. Okay, and that's a righteous form of judgment. All right, killing is referring to, the senseless slaughter of just to kill. All right, like Esau does for blood sport, right? So it says, from Proto-Germanic, I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Source also from Old English, Quellen, to die. All right, qualu, a violent death. All right, Old Saxon, Quellian, to torture, kill. All right, Old Norse, Kvella, to torment. Middle Dutch, Quellen, to vex, tease, torment. Right, Old High German, Quellen, to suffer pain. German, Quallen has an umlaut over it, to torment, to torture, from pi root gwell, to throw, reach with extended sense, to pierce, all right, to pierce, all right, related, killed, killing, okay, the meaning to nullify or neutralize the qualities of, all right, and you see, you see it. So, explain abortion. And well, we'll go to ChatGPT for this. We'll ask it like it's a human. All right. Explain the process of abortion in simple terms. All right, it says abortion is a medical procedure to end a pregnancy. Well, first of all, what is pregnancy? Okay, we'll get that in a minute. We're gonna prove it through science. People hate when science is used against them. We don't really believe in science. There's some things that are accurate, but most of it's just bullshit. But they try to use science for everything. Esau's, oh, science, science, science. Well, guess what? We're gonna use science to disprove you here in a minute, Lord willing. So the first is the decision. A person decides they don't want to continue their pregnancy for various reasons. This is right here, right, is when you have decided to murder. You've a premeditated sin, if you will, all right? Because we know, here it is, Exodus 20 and 13, thou shalt not kill. You should not kill. So that's a sin, all right? That is a law. So if you break that, that's a sin. That's a transgression of the law. If you break it, that means you're transgressing the law, the written law. So that would mean you're transgressing the law. And what is sin? Transgressing of the law. Transgression of the law, as it's actually written in the Bible. So sin is transgression of the law. All right, whoever committeth a sin, let's go and get it. 1 John 3 and 4, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. Okay, so by doing that, you have premeditated. All right, what does it mean to premeditate? Premeditate. All right, to think out or plan an action, especially a crime, premeditated murder, and that's what it is in this case. To think out or plan a crime beforehand, planned. You would make the conscious decision that I am going to commit this sin. I am going to get an abortion. And basically what you're telling yourself is you're going to kill, okay? You're going to kill. So, and then consultation. They talk to a doctor or a healthcare provider to discuss their options and what's best for them. 3, evaluation. The healthcare provider evaluates the pregnancy to determine its stage and safest method for abortion. And this might involve tests like an ultrasound. Procedure. There are different types of abortion procedures depending on how far along the pregnancy is. Common methods include taking medication like an abortion pill or having a surgical procedure. Medical abortion involves taking pills to end the pregnancy. This is a typical option for pregnancies up to around 10 weeks. Okay? Surgical abortion involves a minor surgical procedure to remove pregnancy tissue. It's not minor. You can't even walk around. You're not even supposed to be doing anything mildly stressing after that, because it puts such a tax on your body, because your body's trying to figure out where the fuck the child went. Involves a minor surgical procedure to remove the pregnancy tissue from the uterus. There are different methods to do this depending on the stage of the pregnancy. Aftercare. After the procedure, a person may need some time to rest and recover. There you go, because it takes a fucking toll on your body. So what is pregnancy? Pregnancy is a natural process which a fertilized egg implants itself in the lining of the uterus and develops into a fetus. Here's a simple explanation. Conception. All right, of course, that's the act of, busting off in a woman, right? Pregnancy begins with conception, which occurs when a sperm cell from a male fertilizes an egg from a female. This typically happens during sexual intercourse. Typically. How else would it happen? I mean, I guess in IVF, right? Implantation. After fertilization, the fertilized egg, called a zygote, travels through the fallopian tube to the uterus, where it implants itself into the lining of the uterus. This usually happens 6 to 12 days after fertilization. Okay. Development. Once implanted, the zygote begins to divide and grow. Let's go look up what is a zygote, first of all. A zygote. All right. It says a zygote is a eukaryotic cell, I'm probably butchering that, formed by fertilization event between two gametes. The zygote's genome is a combination of the DNA in each gamete. It contains all of the genetic information for a new individual organism. What is an organism? Okay.
Organism.
An individual animal, plant, or single-celled life form. the material structure of an individual life form. A living thing. A living thing. An organism is defined in a medical dictionary as any living thing that functions as an individual. Okay? Such as definition raises more problems than it solves. Oh yeah, well, you know, because they try to go around and change the definition of things. They don't like what the definition of organism mean because it's talking about a living thing, an animal, plant, or single-celled life form. All right, it causes more problems than it solves. So the fact of the matter is, it falls into the category. A zygote, all right, falls into the category of a life form. As do plants, as do fish, insects, birds, snakes, all right, all these different things. The fact of the matter is, thou shalt not kill is speaking most notably of human life, all right, human life. So, you know, and you can prove that by the fact that, you know, certain herbs were used throughout the Bible, all right. In order to get those herbs, you would have to harvest those, which would mean to reap them up, all right, which means you would have to kill those plants, right? That's not wicked. Okay, if you're gonna eat lamb, you have to when you slaughter the animal, you have to kill it. All right. The fact of the matter is that thou shalt not kill is talking about humans. All right. You have some vegetarian pop up. See, man, you shouldn't be killing animals. Well, that definition, you shouldn't be killing plants either. So I guess you're gonna starve. Guess you're gonna have to eat air. All right. It's speaking of not killing humans. All right. And a zygote is a human organism. All right. It is living. All right. Which means you cannot touch it. You cannot fuck with it. You cannot poke it. You cannot prod it in any type of way intending to harm it. Okay. Going back. Once implanted, the zygote begins to divide and grow. It develops into an embryo. What is an embryo? Let's look that up. An embryo is what? An unborn. It's not born yet, but an unborn or unhatched offspring in the process of development, and particularly a human offspring, during the period from approximately the 2nd to 8th week after fertilization, after which it is usually termed a fetus. And that's what they say. It develops into an embryo. And this is the state where, you know, it's okay to kill still, right? So it is what? It says it is a part of the life cycle that begins just after fertilization of the female egg cell by the male sperm cell. It is a part of the life cycle. The life cycle. Life cycle. Life cycle. The cycle of life. If you involve yourself and put yourself in between that cycle, you are stopping that life cycle by what? Killing it, which is murder. And we get it. You don't like to understand that that's the fact. You try to call it anything but it is. All right, because you don't want to be seen as yourself as a murderer. And a lot of the time after people get abortions, they get very remorseful, as they should. They absolutely should be remorseful. It should eat them up to the point where they want to fucking kill themselves, because that's how bad it is, what they've done, okay? It develops into an embryo and then later into a fetus. During this time, the fetus receives nutrients and oxygen from the mother through the placenta. Why does it need oxygen? So it can live, which is temporary organ that forms during pregnancy. There you go. Watch. I bet it won't be able to answer this. At what point in these stages is the organism considered to be alive? A living There you go. There you go. See, there comes the filibustering, even though we just proved it. We just proved it. The people that created me, the question of when life begins is complex and varies depending on personal, culture, religious, and scientific beliefs. Of the context of pregnancy, different perspectives exist. Sure. All right. Biological. What is biology? What is biology? All right. Biology is a natural science discipline that studies living things. Going and using your science. We're going to use your science. Says biological perspective. From a purely biological standpoint, life is considered to begin at conception. Bam! Conception marks the formation of a genetically distinct organism with its own unique set of DNA. All right, there you go. And and it's really, when once that sperm, fertilizes that egg. All right, once that sperm makes it to begin fertilize, it latches on, and once it does that, that's more than likely. Of course, we don't have the exact answer when the Lord sends down that spirit. All right, you're not going off because you pulled out and busted. I'm not gonna get all disgusting about it, but you're not wicked because you did that, or it's in a condom or whatever. You're not. That's not the. It has the what do we want to say? It has the God damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? It has the makeup, all right, to turn into a living organism, all right. And at this point, it's such a there technically are living bacterias and microbes and all these different things in semen, but it's not life in the sense of like a human life at that point. Same way it's there's all these different organisms within a plant, all right, and it's not you're not wicked because you killed the plant, all right. And sperm, that's how it works. And sperm, as a matter of fact, naturally gets cycled out. If it's stored too long and not utilized, it will actually just get pissed out, all right. It will break down, all right, and basically be pissed out. So, and that shows you the fact of the matter that it's naturally going to be expelled some way or another, right? And then you have beginning a later stage of development when this fetus has a functioning brain or beating heart. There's a lot of different things where people are ultimately, the question of when life begins is subjective and often influenced by individual beliefs and values. That sounds like an excuse. Let's see what it says. All right, there you go. It's gonna filibuster. I'm not gonna listen to it anymore, but we proved it through biology. All right, we used their science to prove that what they're doing is murder. It is well, we got the definition of kill: to deprive of life. All right, to deprive of life, to put to death. So you have effectively killed that being by doing so. So we already got the scripture, "Thou shalt not kill." Now, here's before we can do it, we gotta go and read this. It says, why abortion bans in Florida and Arizona disproportionately affect the Latina population. Why? How is it disproportionately affecting the Latina population? It says the story was published, yada, 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 on May 3rd, 2024. Millions of Latino Floridians and Arizonans started off the month of May with new and looming restrictions on their reproductive health decisions, okay? Well, there's also restrictions on I can't go out and just whack somebody in the head with a fucking pickaxe. Why? Because it's murder. So there should be restrictions on it. Florida, home to the third largest Latino population in the country, on Wednesday became the latest state to ban abortions. Good. After 6 weeks of pregnancy. It should be banned at all. If you're pregnant, you should not be able to get it. It says after 6 weeks of pregnancy, before many people know they are pregnant. In Arizona, a key battleground state, and home to the sixth largest Latino population in the country, a Civil War era total abortion ban. There you go, total abortion ban. There you go, that's what you need. Will go into effect for at least several months until a repeal approved by the state lawmakers take effect. It says the changing landscape of abortion restrictions in Florida and Arizona underscores the outsized impact of abortion bans on Latinas, the largest group of women of color impacted by current and likely bans on the procedure. So that means Latino women are getting a lot of abortions. It says, according to multiple analyses, in both states, a sizable Latino population could play a decisive role in the passage of proposed amendments to enshrine the right to abortion in their state constitutions. It says, in many of these places, including Florida and Arizona, inequities for Latinas in terms of healthcare access were already really great, said Lupe Rodriguez, the executive director of the National Latina Institute for Reproductive Justice. Latinos have some of the highest rates of not being insured. It's just Jake in general. A lot of Jake isn't insured because can't afford it. It says the highest rates of not being insured and therefore of not getting preventative health care of many kinds, including preventative reproductive health care. Here's the thing. Preventative care is don't let some dude bust off in you. That's the best prevention if you don't want to get pregnant. We know that these laws are very, very potentially harmful to the community. No, it's harmful to the community to kill your offspring. Okay? And the thing is, with all the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't understand. That's all we're going to read in this article. They don't understand that who found Planned Parenthood was Margaret Sanger. All right. Not only was she a birth control activist, sex educator, a writer, and a nurse, she was also known for eugenics. All right, she was a known practicer of eugenics. What is eugenics? All right, what are eugenics? It says a set of beliefs and practice that aim to improve the genetic quality of a human population. And how did they seek to improve the genetic quality, to fix the gene pool? Well, to get rid of the undesirables. Who are the undesirables? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, they don't want their nose features, their hair features. They don't want the height. They don't want their strength, right? They want to be these blonde hair, blue eyes, European fucks, all right, that they consider to be the master race. All right, when they're actually they're more susceptible to get cancer, they're more susceptible to get vision problems, all right, and have different issues with the sun. All right, they're more like they have all these different health issues that affect them more. Vitamin C deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, right? A lot of these things that affect Edomites because they're unhealthy. Like it's not natural. You're supposed to have melanin in your skin, but they consider them to be the master race. All right, right? That's what they consider. All right, now Margaret Sanger had some famous quotes. All right, let's get some quotes. All right, one of the things she said, the most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. So even her as a founder of Planned Parenthood, which introduced this abortion, all right, and that's not when abortion first came to the fact. It was way before that with, sacrificing your child up to Molech. But she even admitted that it is killing. It is killing. That's not killing. It's not killing. Well, your fucking idol that created Planned Parenthood said it was. The most merciful thing that a family can do to one of its infant members is to kill it. Murder, to put it to death. She even admitted it. She admitted it. Ha ha ha. She admitted it. Here's another one. Eugenics is the most adequate and thorough avenue of the solution of racial, political, and societal problems, or social problems, Salakia. The most adequate and thorough avenue. It's the best chance we have at the solution of racial, political, and social problems. All these damn black coons and these fucking spicks and wetbacks coming over and fucking up our society. The best thing we can do is to have them kill off their young so we can weed them out and practice eugenics to get them out of the gene pool. That's what she's saying. She was a racist. She worked with the KKK. And now our people, she was, abortion and Planned Parenthood. You don't realize this is who you're supporting. This is the founder of Planned Parenthood. And Planned Parenthood was found off of the basis of eugenics to kill the so-called black and brown populations, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to weed them out. They didn't want no more so-called Negroes. They didn't want no more so-called Latinos. They didn't want no more so-called Native Americans. And here you are, Lupe and Fatima and Maria and all you fucking dumbasses over here. We need our freedoms. We need our freedoms. Yeah, no, you don't. Your freedoms to what? Kill your child so the white man can get on top? So the white man can prosper? So there's less of you and more of him? All right? And abortion disproportionately affects not Latinas, but so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're the ones that it's targeted to. That's why they're always in the rougher areas. They're not putting them in nice areas. You don't see an abortion clinic in fucking a nice-ass area. Go to any nice-ass area. You gonna see a Planned Parenthood? No. But start when you're getting down to Mariana's Taco Palace. All right, you'll start, what's that? You're gonna start seeing dollar loan centers. You're gonna start seeing gun stores. All right, you're gonna start seeing smoke shops. You're gonna start seeing Planned Parenthood. That's where they put all that shit, man. They put it there for our people so we can get fucked up and destroyed. And here it is, you dumbasses, all right, and our people are fucking stupid, promote it. Because they're all down with it. I want to have no kid. I want to drink and smoke and tote guns, motherfucker. It's dumb. And Latinas are the same way, man. They act just like Judites. All right, with the same shit, because Judah's the head tribe, so everybody really wants to act like them. That's why you even see, and the curses are starting to affect Esau. Now you see little Edomites walking around, y'all, what it is, man? What the fuck? What are you doing? You got a perm in their hair, trying to look like Jake. Yo, can you edge my hair up like that? Your hair don't work like that. That's not how it works. Yo, can I get some waves? Well, you're gonna have a damn hard time trying to get some waves with that fucking flat ass hair. All right, you're not gonna be able to get it. It's not gonna work. Okay, so. But our people are quick to anything that destroys our people, drugs, guns, gangs, Planned Parenthood. Our people are quick to promote that shit like a motherfucker. All right, Esau doesn't even have to do it. All you have to do is tell Jake about it, and they'll do the promotion themselves. Okay, and they don't look up what they're supporting. Oh, abortion, abortion. You know who founded today's modern standard for abortion? Margaret Sanger. And you know what she did? She worked with the KKK. She was a practicer of eugenics. She hated. Look. We want a world freer, happier, cleaner. We want a race of thoroughbreds, i.e., they don't want no blacks. They don't want no browns, all right? And we're not black. That's another term that they put on our people to void of light, all right? But they call us black and brown. They don't want no black and brown hanging all around, all right? They want it to be a leprous, pale world, all right, where everybody looks like a piece of paper, all right? That's what they want, okay? And there's different, you know, and she said shit like this: the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. This is an evil demonite, all right? A demonite. This is an Edomite demon woman, okay? What else do we have? Let's see. And they try to hide, Look. Ooh, I want to go see this. Students hate this racist quote until they find out that it's Margaret Sanger's. Look. You want to see how Jake acts? This is going to be funny, man.
And racism and reform. Hi, I'm Ophelia Jacobson with Campus Reform. We've seen so many talks about race and racism in recent weeks, and we're here today at the University of Florida to talk with students about one example they may not know about.
And this is great because it's in Florida, which the article was talking about.
Planned Parenthood. How will students react when they find out about Planned Parenthood's racist founder? Let's find out. So over the last few weeks in this country, we've seen a movement to remove racist historical figures, institutions, and statues. Do you agree with this movement? Should we be doing that?
Yeah, I completely agree with removing Confederate statues and any racist landmarks if they have a negative history.
America has like a really toxic past, and we shouldn't be like memorializing that.
I think it's good. I think as a country we need to progress past like idolizing racist figures.
Okay, so I want to give you a quote that was said by the founder of a really prominent institution in this country. I'm going to read you a quote and get your reaction, okay? We do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. This individual also once spoke at a KKK meeting. How do you feel?
And let's wait, because that is true. We got to go and prove it. Prove all things. It was, where was it? Here it is. This is an exact quote. We do not want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. There you go. And the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. Okay? They don't want the word going out. All right? Here's another one. Birth control must lead ultimately to a cleaner race. Okay? There you go. And here's her. There it is. Sanger delivers burning speech. Local KKK gals hang on every word. Yeah, we're totally down with this, Margaret. Woohoo! Why? Because, you know. Also, yeah. She also, how are we to breed a race of human thoroughbreds unless we follow the same plan? We must make this country into a garden of children instead of disorderly back lot ran with human weeds. And human weeds is referring to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Margaret Sanger said this, and I quote, Slavs, Latin, and Hebrew immigrants are human weeds, a dead weight of human waste. Blacks, soldiers, and Jews are a menace to this race. That is a quote by Margaret Sanger, okay? And I'm not sure if that was the full quote, but, you know, colored people are like human weeds that need to be exterminated. And so let's go and see how people react. And that was a real thing. And we showed you the picture of her at a KKK rally. She's a racist, an Edomite. All right, but people are so quick to support Planned Parenthood. Let's go see what they have to say. Let's go back.
At a KKK meeting. How do you feel about this quote?
I think there's no question how I should feel about the quote.
I think that's bad.
That's just so obviously wrong.
I think that he shouldn't be a founder of any institution.
Can't believe someone said that.
He should be held accountable, or she should be held accountable for what they said.
Stop being racist. To exterminate any human being is not okay.
And the other thing you got to realize in this, that all these people that you're seeing is all college people act the same because colleges the campuses are a fortification set up by these big fucking these elites, all right, to indoctrinate people, all right. And that's how like almost every campus is extremely liberal, all right, and extremely democratic because of That's how they want. They go there and sexual experimentation, drug experimentation, freaky shit. That's what they do. Let's see how they backtrack.
He should probably be exposed for that.
It's racist.
The worst part is there's several people who are currently in power that I can guess made that quote.
Who do you think made that quote?
Of course, my first thought goes to Trump.
Why do you think Trump?
My first thought goes to Trump. You fucking idiot. Everything. No. Wow. Yeah. No. See, this shows you that. These people, they're sheeps, man. These sheeps. And Trump is an evil guy. So is Biden. They're all evil. But he's, at the end of the day, they tried to make Trump out to be something that he wasn't. All right. Matter of fact, the prices of groceries and gasoline was down. The housing market was still fucked, but that's not directly controlled by any president. That's kind of an individual institution that controls all that. But we weren't dealing with a debt ceiling. All right, thousands upon thousands of dollars wasn't getting poured out to other countries. Okay, and that's just saying something as a standpoint from a political side of things. We as in being people that live here in America. Now, we as an American citizens, we don't consider ourselves American citizens, but we do live here and we have to deal with the bullshit that goes on. All right, and gas was cheaper, groceries were cheaper. There wasn't a debt ceiling being pushed in the loom of a government shutdown. Every single time a Democrat gets into office, that happens. Last Democrat was Obama, and what happened? The fucking crash and all that different shit, man. All that different shit, and of course, you know, the government shutdown. So you see, and these people, they're sheep. All right, they're NPCs, as these young kids call them. You know, because they're told what's said. I could go up and tell these people, did you know that Trump said that all black people are bad and he wants to hit them in the head with a hammer? Next week, they go around telling people, oh, did you know Trump said all black people are bad and you can hit them in the head with a hammer? They're not going to go and do any of the research for themselves and look these things up and fact check things. They're just going to believe it at face value. And that's why these people are so impressionable. They get these people on these college campuses and then they push doctrine, all these this bullshit down their throat. And pride of homosexuality, freedom of speech, on related to women issues, and men are bad, and all this. And then that's why they always come out the same, because that's what they get. They get these young, impressionable, really gullible people, and they form them. All right, they form them and break them down and mold them into what they want them to be. And that's how you end up with these people. All right, they're just young, dumb, and full of cum. That's all they are. Here you go. Continuing on with the video. All right, women's rights. Well, a woman's right would not being used as a fucking sex doll is what would be a woman's right. All right, but they teach these people, instead of having integrity for themselves, that they should just go around and lay around. That's a woman's right, I guess. Sure. All right, and that's why nobody takes you seriously anymore. Anyway, enough with the rant. Ran over. We'll continue to play it. Let's watch them backtrack.
Trump is racist.
If literally anyone looks up anything about Trump and things that he said, I think it's a safe conclusion to draw.
Do you have any direct quotes about that? Like any direct quotes that he said?
I don't know any quotes off the top of my head, honestly.
So what about the organization? What should be done?
You know, and we use this, the apostles and elders use this mostly in this truth. But these people are what what could be called regurgitation specialists. All right, they're just repeating what they've heard. All right, without any fact, without any proof, without going into articles. All right, and they use regurgitation specialists for people that are, they're just hearing things like Bishop Nate says, and they don't go in the Bible and try to prove it. They just hear it and roll with it. All right, they don't look at the scriptures and say, wait a minute, that's not accurate. They just hear it. They ignore really if the Bible's there at all, and they say, no. Nate said it must be true. All right, regurgitation specialists. These people are a former regurgitation specialist. Someone said, oh, Trump's bad, so now they say Trump bad. Why? Because they don't know. Just they heard it was bad. They heard he was bad. All right, if you're going to say someone's bad, you should know he's bad. Why is he bad? He went over to Epstein's Island. He did terrible things. Why? He's just a bad guy. He's a billionaire. No billionaire ever did anything right. All right? He's an insider with those elites, man. He was with Epstein. He's working with all these different people. He's an illuminary, a lesser illuminary. Absolutely. That's why he's bad. She's going to say Trump. Oh, wait.
Quotes off the top of my head, honestly.
So what about the organization? What should be done with the organization?
I think there should be maybe an investigation.
I don't think that the entire organization, everyone associated with it, can be, in a sense, canceled. But I definitely think that there should be actions taken to mitigate the way that their founder has acted.
Should we even be funding this organization if that's what the founder said?
And they should definitely like look into what the organization is promoting and whatnot.
Them excusing something like that would be racist.
People as individuals need to like really decide for themselves if they want to.
And the people, it's lucky to keep pausing, but the people that promote this are, you know, they consider young and progressive. Oh, we're anti-racist. They stand with BLM, even though BLM is a fucking PSYOP organization that was set up by white people to destroy our so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American people, all right, and get our people in trouble. All right, and there's videos of it. You know, white people saying, break down the doors. And the guy said, what the fuck? Hold up. Look at this guy. Fucking film this guy. He's saying it. And they were trying to paint our people in a worse light. It was a fucking PSYOP operation. Inside operation, man. And now, where'd all the money go to? One black lesbian that's up in a fucking mansion chilling. All right? I bet her life matters, though, right? You know, all those organizations, they get infiltrated, man. They're not for us. They're to destroy us. Esau's not going to help us. But all these people are very progressive. No anti-racism, yet they're all like, they promote this organization.
Support it or not, but I know I definitely wouldn't if the leader said that.
So what if I were to tell you that this quote was actually said by Margaret Sanger, who is the founder of Planned Parenthood?
Dang, all right.
Did you know about that?
No, I did not, but yeah, they should do something about that.
It makes me feel nauseous.
I'm actually surprised. Well, I mean, Planned Parenthood is usually a very liberal and inclusive organization.
It's
I
not.
actually knew that Planned Parenthood was founded in kind of in a selective breeding kind of thing. There's definitely problems within that. Because I know black babies are aborted at a way higher rate than white babies.
If I were a supporter or not a supporter, what she said wouldn't really change it. 'Cause I'm sure that there's many people under that founder that care about black lives.
Like, I agree with what Planned Parenthood is doing, but I definitely don't think someone like that should be a leader.
Well, I actually do stand with Planned Parenthood.
The abortion rate for black women is 5 times higher than white women. Can an organization that says they support Black Lives Matter really say that if, you know, their founder, she said that their goal is to exterminate the Negro population?
I'm actually going to cut you off right now. I want this interview done.
It shouldn't really matter like who has abortions more. I think abortions should be available to everyone.
Someone else should step up to the plate who's more accepting and who resembles what Planned Parenthood says they stand for, which is lives.
When you say that Planned Parenthood stands for lives, what do you mean by that?
Like they help women make their own decisions. I've had a good experience with them, and they like to help others.
As long as that the organization itself isn't being racist, then we can't really go after the organization itself.
It is, though.
I still definitely support Planned Parenthood.
I do think Planned Parenthood is important and needs to like continue on.
See? There you go. Let's go see what people say. Honestly, that girl think that Trump could have been quoted literally saying about exterminating black people using that language says that her worldview is completely bonkers. All right, a woman attending college thinks Trump spoke at a KKK meeting. Yikes. All right, it says these college students are the worst example of our society. It says, bottom line, as long as Miss Sanger is liberal, she gets a free pass. All right. It's obvious that Trump's a racist. Name something that he said. I can't. There's a shock. All right. Uninformed, indoctrinated college kids. Shaking my head repeatedly. All right. The lady who wants to end the interview because you told her the truth. Wow. All right. I want this interview done. In other words, I got trapped and I didn't want to look more stupid than I already do. It says, I'm ignorant without saying it. These women, challenge accepted. All right. So, you know, you see it. Students think they're educated until you ask them a question. So you see it, man. These people, they backtrack. No. Wait a minute. Wait, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Wait a minute, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. No, they shouldn't. I know I said they should be abolished, but no, they shouldn't be abolished. Never mind. They're actually a good thing. It's dumb. And that Jake one especially pissed me off. I'm still gonna stand with it. And this is our people right here, right? And she might just be a tear, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's a Jake because she's a fucking idiot. So she's dumb enough to be a Jake because our people are fucking retards, man.
If I were a supporter or not a supporter, what she said wouldn't really change it.
What she said really wouldn't change it. I don't care that they said they wanted to exterminate the Negro population. I don't care that they said that black people are like human weeds. I don't care that they spoke at a KKK rally. I don't care. I'm still gonna support it. Dumb bitch. Just a dumb fucking bitch, man. And this is 99% of our women, man. This is them right here. Just fucking dumb. Just stupid. You just want to slap the shit out of them. Just dumb. And this is why 2/3 gotta go, man. This is why 2/3 got to go. All right, and we won't miss you at all because you're a shit stain on the society, man. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. You know what sottish means? It means stupid. It means dumb. Dumb. All right, stupefied with or as if with drink. All right, either with drink or like if you were drunk. Fucking dumb, man. Pertaining or to befitting a sot. To be doltish, stupid, to be a fucking idiot, man, a fucking retard. Our people are dumb. It says they are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Can you tell me the Bible says this? No. Can you tell me where the Bible says this? No. What's the Lord's name? I don't know. But I bet you can tell me something fucking stupid. I bet you can tell me something fucking stupid, can't you? You can probably say something real fucking dumb. All right, and that's our people, man. Just fucking dumb. They just need to be exterminated. Half our people, not half, but 2/3, more than half, 2/3 of our people have got to go. All right. This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. The 3rd part's the elect, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. The other people, they got to die. They got to come back. They got to be nutsack Israelites, man. They got to come back to the nutsacks of Israelite men. All right, elect men in the kingdom. All right, because they got burned up. They got dead. All right, so now they have to be reborn as a nutsack Israelite and brought back through the seed line of the elect men, because they didn't do what the Lord wanted. They had to get burned up and die because they were too busy being dumb and with all this stupid. These people are fucking dumb. Our people are dumb, man. And they don't even understand that all this goes back to they were doing it in the olden days as well. All right, biblically, Leviticus, in biblical times, right? Not biblically, but biblical times. Leviticus 18:21. It says, and this is a commandment, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord. All right. So that, and what is Molech? What did you do necessary with Molech to pass through the fire? All right, they would be offered up, and this is a representation of them deified or as a living entity. But how it actually look at this one. Look, Planned Parenthood. It's the same fucking thing at the end of the day. The same fucking thing. And who do you see? It looks like a so-called black woman. All right, but how it actually worked, all right, was children would be offered up. Let's look at this. It says, during their exile in Babylon, the Old Testament tells us that the Jews allowed their children to be thrown into huge fiery ovens inside the belly of the monster Molech, where they were burned alive. It was a sacrificial chamber, all right, a sacrificial chamber. There would be a fire lit, all right, and these spaces they would put their children in to be burned, offer up unto an idol, all right. The first iteration of abortion, all right. The first iteration of abortion, all right. And of course, at that time, they were having the baby, then offering it up. Now they can do it with the modern technologies. Now they can do it without even having it born. All right, they can just rip it right out. All right. So what's the punishment for someone that does that? What's the punishment? Let's go and look it up. Leviticus 20:1-5. All right. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. He or she shall surely be put to death. It says he, but that doesn't mean, oh, if you're a woman, you get off scot-free. No. He shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. So you should be put to death by being stoned. Stoning. All right, you'd be put in a pit. Bam, bam, bam. Hit with stones. All right. And I will set my face against that man, and I will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech to defile my sanctuary and to profane my holy name. And if the people of the land do anyways hide their eyes from the man, when he giveth his seed unto Molech, and kill him not. Oh, let's look away. No, don't. Oh, that's Bill. Bill's my friend. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. What's going to happen to them? Verse 5, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go a whoring after him to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. So they're going to be cut off as well. Okay? So that shows you in Ecclesiasticus 1 and 9. We're quick firing these ones because we pretty much proved the point that these people are double-minded. Let's go and get that. A double-minded man. This is James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay? So how are you going to be like, oh, that's bad. That person should be stopped. Wait, never mind. No, they shouldn't be stopped. No, funding shouldn't go to that organization. Wait, no, we still need to fund that organization. They're a good organization. Dumb. And it shows you that's Esau's horns coming out. Well, no, wait up. They're a good organization. Well, no. You thought it was Trump. Now you're saying that you promote an organization when you thought it was something that Trump said, but you hate Trump. You never want to be associated, but you thought it was something Trump said. That's how bad it was, right? But now you're saying, oh, no, I stand by them. Shows you, man. And you even got dumbass fucking coon-ass Jake over there. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. Whether or not I support or don't support the organization, I still... You fucking coon. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. All right? There's no new thing under the sun. All right? We're under the sun, so we're not new. That deals with reincarnation. All right? These doctrines and ideologies are not new. All right? They've been before. All right? With the Romans. All right? The draconian law set. That's been before. All right? And our people doing wickedness like this is not new either. We were doing it back then, sacrificing up to the idol Molech. All right? And Esau loves Molech. That's the whole thing about Bohemian Grove is a big statue of Molech. Sometimes it's portrayed as an owl. Sometimes it's portrayed as a bull. A lot of the time I see it as a bull. But it can be an owl as well. So that shows you, man. Our people are fucking stupid. They're dumb. Most of them just need to die. Yeah, I said it. Most of our people just need to die. All right, and the Lord's going to kill them. Most of them. 2/3. That's a big-ass fucking number, man. Let's look up 2/3. 2/3. Let's get a pie graph. Look, this much is going to die. This white spot down here is going to get saved. Look, let's look at it as just a puck. Look at that, man. All these people are going to die. Only this little tiny thing here is going to be saved. There you go, man. There you go. So, there you go. But, look, again, in green here, those are the people that it's going to be cut off. That's a lot of people. That's more than that are being saved. So, and that's because our people are dumb. Our people are dumb. They don't want to listen. All right, they don't want to obey the Lord. They want to do wickedness. They want to do stupid shit. They want to fucking have Stockholm syndrome with Esau. I know he did all these things to us, but he's just such a swell guy. Fucking dumb, man. And Jake will never stop cooning for these fucking Edomites, man. Edomites could say, hey, put on this fucking suit and say, hey, Massa, how you doing, Massa? And jump around, and I'll give you $5. They would do it. They'd do it for $5. They'd do it for $10. They'd do it for $20. And if they wouldn't do it for all those amounts, they'd damn sure do it for $1 million. Jake has no fucking integrity, man. They'll coon as long as they have something. They get something. What do I get from it? What do I get? I have a little bit of a monkey shine for what, sir? They'll do it, man. And that doesn't stop at just Jake, as in Judah. All right, or the southern kingdom, Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Issachar will do that shit too. Gad will do that shit too. So will Manasseh. So will Ephraim. So will Naphtali. All right, all the 12 tribes. They'll do it. All right, we're different, but we're the same at the same time. We're all under the curses. So Jake is Jake, man. Jake is Jake, and it shows you that today this was dealing mostly with Issachar, man. But we need to have our freedoms. Your freedoms to what? To murder? All right. No, you don't need those freedoms. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. And this is Esau put all this up for you. And now you're supporting it. You're saying, oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's never been a good thing. It never was. Never has been. Okay? And it never will be a good thing to kill a child. No, it's not. All right? But they don't like us talking about this. All right? They don't like us talking about this. And if they don't take this video down now, they'll probably take it down later. They've just took a video down of mine, and that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, they just took it down. I just got a notification today saying, oh, they took this video down. All right. And let's see if they ever made an action on it. See, these devils want to be superheroes was removed due to the violation of community guidelines. And I'm gonna, if they don't reinstate it, I'm gonna prove it. All right, because I mentioned some things about DNA editing, and they said, oh, that doesn't happen. Well, I'm gonna prove it because there's a thing called CRISPR that does edit DNA. Okay, it says it if you look it up. What does it do? CRISPR is what? A technology that research scientists use to selectively modify the DNA of living organisms. So they do have that. All I stated in that video was they have the technologies to do such thing. And it says right here that they do have the technology to do such thing. So why am I getting punished for it? You know why we're getting punished for it? Because they don't like to hear about those types of things. So don't trust these devils. Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And this is why you don't trust, oh, no, this Planned Parenthood, it's good for you. It's good for the betterment of you. Never trust the enemy. Why? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. They're doing all these, but war was in his, they should be able to, Psalms 55:21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? They'll tell you, oh, no, it's a good thing. Planned Parenthood, it'll help you and help your society. No, war was in his heart. What's the war? What's the evil that he's trying to push? Eugenics, man. He's trying to push eugenics. All right? He wants to weed out all the undesirables, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And what does he want to replace them with? More Edomites, more blonde hair, more blue eyes, more pale leprous skin. And he wants to replace our people. Okay? That's what he ultimately wants. All right? Meanwhile, we're trying to go backwards on that. We're trying to get more brown people. Right? Not that you're gonna make more Israelites, but trying to, we're trying to, if we're a leprous skin now, we're trying to be not leprous skin, right? And in the kingdom, we won't be. All right, we're not trying to go, no, everybody needs to be white. Absolutely not. That's what Esau's ultimate goal is, but it's not gonna work, E. All right. So our people love to promote their own genocide. Why? Because they're fucking stupid. All right, they're sottish children, and they're foolish, and they haven't known the Lord, as it says in Jeremiah 4:22. Okay, that's just how our people are. They're easily persuaded. All right, and regurgitation specialists. Tell them it's a good thing. They'll say it's a good thing. Why? Well, it's a good thing. Can you tell me one good thing about it? Well, I don't want to have this interview anymore. See? Type of shit like that. Just dumb. And that wasn't our people. That was an Edomite. Most of those people are Edomite. And I wouldn't be surprised if LaQuisha on there with her fucking, twisting box braids. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a fucking terror too. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's an Israelite either, because she's dumb as shit. So, with that, that's it. Our people love to promote their own genocide. All right, they're dumb. They're stupid. That's how it is. And 2/3 got to get cut off and die. All right, and the Lord's going to do that. We're not going to do it, but the Lord sure will. So with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Salakia. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me the truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.